Hello, I'm Aisha and welcome back to the Curly Curry Corner. If you're new, welcome. I am an 8th grade science teacher and I am going to talk to you about choice, student choice. So sometimes that word is very scary for us teachers, especially myself. This past couple, I guess since I started teaching, my first year was all about control. That was one of the things that was honed into me when I started teaching. Control, control, control. Get control of your students, get control of your classroom, get control of your lesson plans, get control of your parent contact, get control. And now it's going more towards let the kids decide. And I'm just, oh, now you want me to let them have control of themselves and me not control anything? So I decided this year, yes, go forth and release that control. So this year I introduced flexible seating in my classroom. I do allow my kids to sit where they choose to want to sit that best fits their needs. I have had to adjust that with some of my students are mainly picking the same seats, and then there are other students in my classroom that are not able to kind of float around to those different areas. So I am making some modifications in just how I present that on a daily. I may have to choose their seats or tell them to find another seat, such as the high top tables and the desk, but it's working. We're working some of those kinks out. The main thing that I am doing this year in my classroom, I am allowing the kids to choose how they want to learn. So this year I am allowing them to choose their introduction videos for the information and how they want to complete their formative assessments. So basically I created using a program that I'm predominantly using in my classroom. It's called PlayPosit. I created videos that have questions embedded in them where the kids will watch to get most of the intro information. Now I did go through with them on how to create notes, and I think I'm just going to do that consistently throughout the year. I'm going to go with them and basically kind of guide them in creating notes and using a template for notes for them using our tech book. However, the intro videos, just to get them visually into and engage them into the information, will be primarily used with PlayPosit. The second part is their application. So all of their application pieces for their formative assessment, where I basically form their knowledge and make sure they understand the topic before moving on to the test, is given to them in a variety of different ways. So they can either do task cards, they can possibly play a board game with me or other members of the classroom. They can also take pre-assessments. They can also do a Quizlet, which is like a vocabulary base. They can also do an interactive type assessment, game related piece online. They can also do reading passages and answer questions based on those reading passages. So I am giving them a variety of different methods, and they get to choose out of a certain amount or out of a certain list which ones they want to complete. We even have, with our tech book, we have explorations where they can do basically like mini virtual labs. They can choose those as well. So I am just all about choice this year. We're gonna see how it goes. Because at the end of the unit or at the end of the topic, I'm also allowing them to choose which test date is best for them. So we're gonna see if they can choose the best test date for them based off of what they've learned. I feel like normally, primarily with the student, or most often with the student, that they are able to tell you when they are ready. And that is because they understand the information and they have been getting really good grades for the formative. So we're gonna see how that goes. So by allowing them to complete their formatives on their own and them having pretty much a self-guided learning experience, I am going to be able to complete my student conferences, which I'm really excited about because I will have more time to do that, and I will have more time to reach each student. In theory, that is my goal. And right now it looks really good on paper. There may be some tweaks, but for the most part it looks really good. I will still be there with the kids. They will still have a whole group experience with me as well, but most definitely a self-empowerment. I want the kids to feel confident about their learning, and I want them to feel as if they walked away actually learning something and not something just to get a grade. It's a definitely a learning process, and I want it to be something that they feel proud of and that they truly earned. So I really strongly feel good about it, especially when I'm taking control, because it really does give them full responsibility of their learning. And I know some may say, well, 8th grade may be too young, and are you really sure? Wait till they get to high school. But I feel like if we continue to delay that process for them to take ownership of their learning, then when is it their responsibility? If I wait and then wait to high school, then the high school teachers will say, hey, why didn't you do that? Now they get here and we have to teach them in 9th grade, and then they learn and they get delayed, and then when they get to college they have to start over for freshman year. It's just, why not just start now where they can get it and be okay? And I feel like it's okay. We spend so much more time of our lives being an adult than a child, so let's try to help them make sure they can make the best decisions as an adult. So I'm really excited, really looking forward to it, and we will definitely see how it goes. I will definitely keep you up to date, and if you have any questions about how I do it, how it's set up, I will definitely let you know right now that it is very, very a lot of work. Not hard, but very detailed up front, because you have to have everything planned out, everything set up, everything ready to go for them to choose and select before you even start. So all of this was done before school started, and then I did tweak some things as we're moving forward, but everything was set up before, especially for the individual topics. But once it's done, it's done. Then I can just sit back. I can either take my time to plan for the next topic or help the other students. Great. So again, I will keep you updated. We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful weekday when you're watching this. Bye.